Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Johnny, and I've got my son here, Jonas, today, and we're gonna review show him the board, Jonas. We're gonna review the Hamboards Burst model, and we're at the skate park. And this board has been the subject of mixed reviews online, and so I wanted to show what the board will excel at, what maybe it wasn't the best at, and who this board is designed for. And I believe, in my opinion, that this board is a true Surfskate. So we're gonna show you the capabilities of it. Can it pump uphill? Can it slide? Can it handle ramps at a skate park? We're gonna show you all that in this video. Stay tuned. So I'm following my son here. I'm also on a Burst model myself, and we're gonna go up to one of these hills here and see if we can go up it without having to step off the board. Oh yeah, I think it pumped uphill. Pumped up another hill. Small little gradient right there. So for slight little gradients, this board is pretty awesome. Let's see what it can do on the skate park with slides and things like that. Nice, Jonas. So you got some bird slides there. Nice. Common gripe about these surf skates is that they don't roll fakey. Let's put that to the test with the Hamboards. See how it does. So after testing the board's fakey riding capabilities, my son and I decided to have a drift battle. Here we are battling out this bird slide to see which one of us could get it first. And of course, my son being a natural born skater, he got it much quicker than I did. But it just shows you that these boards, while they have a learning curve, they're a little bit more stuff for an advanced skater. Slides and riding fakie and riding in transition is very doable on these boards. We picked these boards up on sale for $50 each, so for a Surfskate, that's a phenomenally good deal. And we're so happy we did, and here we are doing a couple more different variations of sliding. Now we took the board over to the bowl, and my son is just absolutely ripping the bowl right now on his Surfskate. There's really nothing you can't do on this board with the right amount of skill set Also, the amount of practice my son has, he's been riding handboards for almost 2 years. So he's been exclusively on handboards. I've had a carver prior to owning the Hamboards Burst, and so my experience bull riding is a little more limited than his. But he's just absolutely slaying this run on this bowl, and getting a lot of amplitude and a lot of height with that Surfskate. So here I go, I'm making a run for it. I'm not as experienced as he is on this skateboard, so I can't get the high lines that he gets. I'm still sort of, figuring out the board, figuring out how to make my carves on it. The board tends to get tippy on the wall, so if you're not used to it, it can kind of buck you off if you're not careful. And so that's what I was trying to avoid. I was just being really conservative with my skating, and just trying to get a feel for it at this moment in time. And I made a few runs here. Not as much amplitude, of course, as my son was able to get, but slowly but surely, with enough practice, that'll come in due time. And so I kind of started losing momentum. It's really hard to keep momentum on these boards when you're not used to them. And I guess that's one thing that the carver will do better than the handboards. I've been riding carver for close to 3 years, and here's a video of me just a week ago on the carver, just to show you the difference in height that I'm able to get on the transition. It's a night and day difference on the carver versus the handboard when I'm riding a bull. This is one thing that the carver does better than handboards, and I imagine this is why they sort of unfairly get treated the way that they do online, just because as far as certain things like transition and other things are concerned, the carver can excel over the handboard in a shorter amount of time with less practice. So I've already gone over the spine twice, and that just shows you that the carver is just an easier board to learn on. So final thoughts on the Hamboards Burst. I think this is a great board. It's a legitimate Surfskate. We got it for an awesome deal. I mean, we paid $50. We did go to the blem section of the website and buy this for that price. However, there were no blems. So I don't know if Hamboards will get angry for me saying that, but it just seemed like they were selling extra inventory, because we couldn't find, at least with our discerning eyes, any blemishes on the board. And so all the little nicks and scratches have been from personal use, and when I received the board, there were no scratches or anything like that. So I thought it was awesome that I got to pay $50 for a Surfskate. And so I'm not a first-time surf skater. I own carvers, and I've been at it now for about 3 years. And I can legitimately say that this is a good surf skate to own. It's a little more advanced. You can't move it on mere ankle pumps. You need to have full body range of motion to get it moving. But once it's going, it rides almost just like any other surf skate. It's a challenge to learn in transitions, unlike the carver, where you can just kind of, with that double pivot front bushing, you can literally just slash the top of the ramp without much effort. This requires a little more nuance because the board tends to get tippy the higher up on the ramp it goes. So it's just a learning curve to overcome that. But as my son showed us in the video, it's all about skill when riding one of these in a bowl, and it's doable with enough practice and with the right skill sets. And so just final thoughts before I end the video. I wanted to measure the board for you guys to see how wide it is. So At its widest point, it's about 10.5 inches. And it has a wheelbase of about 23 inches. And the tail is right at 10 inches. So it's got a beefy tail. And if you're one of those kinds of people that like to explore street skating on a board like this, an ollie is within the realm of possibility. Do I recommend that? I don't personally recommend that. I think it's just fun to cruise around, maybe get an early grab off a ramp or something of that nature, like a bank fly out or something if you want to get air. And this is for surf skating, so it's kind of a different mindset than the street skating, and so it's just something to keep in mind. But the board here is not the limiting factor. The limiting factor would be the abilities and the practice that one would have on the board. Any closing thoughts, Jonas?
I think it's cool.
Yeah, we think it's cool. We think it's awesome. Thanks for watching the video. Stay tuned for more videos. If you like videos like this, leave a comment and subscribe to our channel, and we'll keep trying to post more content for you guys. That's biking, skateboarding, and just general rad dad content for that midlife crisis guy who's also an adventure junkie like myself, or just anyone who enjoys this type of content. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.